Hey everybody, today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2020, and I'm back to show you just some more buying tips and how to get the best deal online if you are looking to buy virtually anything. But since I specialize in cast iron, I'll show you some cast iron pieces, and that's probably why you're here. My state still is we have a stay home order until the end of the month, which is the end of May. But they are slowly opening up our state, as are many other states. But if you're like me, I can't go to the antique mall. There's no garage sales. There's no estate sales. There's nothing open that I can go out and buy anything. So if I want anything, I have to buy it online. And online, it's pricier. I'm not going to lie to you. It's pricier than if you were to go out and get it yourself in the wild. The only advantage is pretty much that you can do it from your home. You don't have to go anywhere, so you're saving wear and tear in your car, you're saving gas. And when I buy on eBay, I'm saving sales tax because I'm tax exempt as a vendor, but not all of you can say that, so your state may charge sales tax. So it's all the more reason why you need to get the best deal possible. So I have a couple of skillets I purchased recently. One that you've seen me unbox already, and that is a square skillet from Wagnerware. It's kind of a thick, heavy, smaller skillet designed to sear meats like strip steaks and pork chops. Well, I bought that one, and I also recently purchased a pancake griddle, and I'll be unboxing that for you so you can see what I actually got. But before we do that, we are going to show you how I actually found it. So I was looking here. I've been searching. I've been looking here for a Wagnerware, and I like Wagner. I mean, Wagner is maybe less valuable in the collector market than maybe Griswold, but Griswold didn't really have anything quite what I was looking for. I have a Modern Lodge pancake griddle, and it's about 10 inches in diameter, and it's just a little smaller than I would like. Wanted something a little bit larger. Not only can you make pancakes in something larger, you can make quesadillas, you can make a small pizza, anything like that. So that's why I was looking for at least 11 inches, a little bit bigger than what I have right now. So that's what I put in the search here: Wagnerware cast iron pancake griddle, 11 inches. And if you want, I'm not saying you're looking for this piece. You might be looking for a number 6 Griswold. You may be looking for a number 7 Vollrath, whatever the case may be. But when you get a search that yields the most results, you're going to want to save the search. That way it will notify you by email, and you can go to your site preferences to indicate that. And you can go over here on my eBay. You can't see the top there, but you can come down here where it says your saved sellers or saved searches, and in here you can subscribe to get emails. You can unsubscribe not to. So we'll go back to the screen I was looking at, and let's see here we go. Anyway, so you can save the search. That way they will notify you when something that may meet your specifications comes up. So here is all listings based on that today, May 5th. And we have here, it's a big griddle. It's more than 11 inches, and you can use it for pancakes. And you can actually see where it's gotten darker on the seasoning on this one. Here's a Wagnerware. It's a model 1102G. It looks to be like a larger one, at least 10 inches or maybe 11 inches, but it's more expensive, $69.99 or best offer. We'll click on it and see. It is a fryer, so it's not even I don't even think it's a griddle. We have to take a look at the pictures and see. It looks more like a skillet. Well, it's kind of like, it's got more of sidewalls than an actual griddle would have. So we'll get off of that. We're not really necessarily interested in that. And we have different ones here. Here's another one. It's a Wagnerware. It's about, probably the same size, around 10 or so inches. Let's see if this one actually says. It's from an estate sale. It's a buy it now, so you can't make an offer. The feedback is 100%. They have 30-day returns. And let's go down here and just read a quick description of it. It's 10 and 7/8 inches diameter, so for me it wouldn't meet my needs. Let's see if it says anything near no pitting, no rusting, but nothing about sitting flat. Great for pancakes, tortillas, or eggs. Yeah, you can use these for almost anything, eggs and bacon even. But that one didn't give me enough information. You could always contact the seller and see how they answer your question. Here are a few more. They're all pretty much all buy it now. Let's take a look at the auction. You're going to get the best deal sometimes on an auction. Now, granted, I did buy the square Wagner for a buy it now. He had it listed at $29 plus shipping. I got that. I just don't know that he was aware that he could have probably had more for that. I got a great deal, and stay tuned. I'll be showing you that one coming up. But anyway, you have a couple of here for auction. And here's one that looks like the one I bought. It's a Wagner Ware 11-inch Skillet Griddle. Needs seasoning, but is in nice condition. Slight wobble. I'm not sure how much, 1/8 of an inch wobble from the center. That's a big wobble, guys. I don't know about this one. That is going to spin, and if I were going to bid on this one, I mean, it looks to be in okay condition. Let's take a look at the pictures. It's the same one. It's got an assist handle on this side. It's got nice milling work on the surface that Wagner did offer to its buyers back in the day. There's Wagner Ware at the top. This says 11-inch skillet, so it might be a little smaller than mine. Mine said 11 1/4-inch skillet. Made in USA. And there it is there. It doesn't look too bad, but 1/8 of an inch, if you look at a ruler, that's big. Usually if they have a slight wobble, it might be a 1/16 of an inch or a 32nd of an inch. Believe it or not, I mean, that will still show up as a wobble. So I would contact the seller on that, and I would ask them, in this instance, if you push the handle, will the skillet spin? That'll tell you everything you need to know. And how many revolutions does it go around? That's the biggest thing. So we'll go back to the search results. So there's not a lot here right now if I were buying right now. So I would save the search and just be notified if something comes up, because sometimes you'll get that. You won't find anything. Now let's go and take a look at the one I actually did buy that I will unbox for you. Here is, it's down here. And here it is. It is, there's only like 3 pictures of it, so you couldn't really see it too well. You can see the Wagner Ware here. You can see the Made in the USA here. I just knew with the assist handle and the way the handle was designed down here what it was. So we'll take a good look at it when I unbox it. But he said it sits flat, doesn't accept returns, but if sits flat, there's no warping. Minor surface corrosion. Yeah, you're going to get that. That's basically it needs. I didn't see anything serious in the picture, so I felt it was perfectly safe to purchase this. So there you go. And one other skillet that I did get was the square skillet. And here we kind of do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and search for these. 14 results. And we're going to go in and click on the sold items. And you can see these were a little bit this one was a reasonable price. I paid about $42, $43 for mine. And you can see that a lot of these are coming in near there. I mean, this one's 47, that one's 53, that one is 39. That's a good deal, but you have to see if there's anything else wrong with it. This is the one I purchased, and you'll see that in just a moment when this clip is over with. This one, it says cleaned, seasoned, sits flat. Wasn't exactly seasoned and clean. Maybe he thought it was, but I could tell it was a nice skillet. He says it sits flat. It looks nice there on the back. You can see, I mean, I'm going to strip it. I always strip everything I get. I like to start over from scratch. Now, there was some staining here I couldn't get off. You could hardly see the C, but you can't tell always from a picture. But the more seasoning I put on it, it'll fade away, you know, with that. So I'm really not concerned about that. My main concern is warp, spinning, pitting, cracks, stuff like that, and I want to get a clean skillet. So anyway, we will go over now and see what I got. Okay guys, I'm back and wanted just to pull this guy out of the oven. This has 3 coats of seasoning on it. This is the Wagner Ware square skillet that you just saw on the last clip of when I purchased it, when I was looking for it, and it turned out really nice. There is some staining on here that I could not get off, and I don't care if it's electrolysis or not. My method works as well as electrolysis does. It just sometimes takes a little bit longer, but sometimes there is staining on there that even that won't remove. It's just sometimes the pieces are what they are, but it turned out great. And we can see here it's a Wagner Ware Sydney O square skillet, and there's a 1218. The only thing you can't see is the C right there. I can see it, but you also have it on the handle. Let me see here if you can see it right there. But this turned out great. This is for my own collection. I'm going to go ahead and give it another coat of seasoning. I'm seasoning a couple of others that I'm going to sell online. They're in the oven right now, and I want to get this thing started. But this is just nice and smooth. Turned out great. Just another a coat or 2 of seasoning. We'll get it to where I like it. It's nice brown. It'll be a deep chocolatey brown when I'm done, and then it'll turn black with use. So yeah, it doesn't spin much. It doesn't spin at all. It sits relatively flat. This is a glass surface, so things are going to scoot more on here than they would on anything else. But if you push the handle, it does not spin. So this is great, and real happy that I purchased it and got it for $29 plus shipping, and I think it was $8.55 or something like that for shipping. So there are good deals to be had, and it's for my collection, and I wanted it, you know, to do chops and burgers and things like that. So now we're going to get on to the unboxing. I just got this in. I wanted to order a pancake griddle that's larger than the one I have. I have a Lodge, a Modern Lodge, and it's all right. I'm just not a fan of Modern Lodge. So we're going to see what's in here. It is a Wagner Ware, and this box, I have it pre-scored. I'm going to take the lid off and put a lot of newspaper in here, newspaper is always good. And I'm going to go ahead and take it out. And here it is. He didn't really bubble wrap it or anything like that. I always like to do that, but as long as they get it to me safely, that's all I care about. Actually, it looks really good. Looks like he put a little bit of oil on it. I don't know if there's anything else in the box. No, just a lot of newspaper, no packing slip or anything. You know, when I do my cast iron, we'll just take a look at it, move the box to the side, and I'll be right back. I'm going to put my square skillet back in the oven, get that started, and show you this one. Okay guys, I am back. I went ahead and pulled that out of the box and all the paper. The newspaper's great. It absorbs a lot of shock during shipping. Probably could have bubble wrapped it a little better, but it got here okay. Not the greatest packing job I've ever seen, but it's not the worst. He used a long box. Nothing was sticking out. He reinforced the box with tape. The whole box was taped. So just by adding tape to your boxes, if you are planning to ship this stuff, will reinforce the box, especially if the box isn't all that strong. That way, if something bangs against it, it won't pierce it. Piercing a box is the worst thing for what's inside. So anyway, this is what came. It looks like he has a little oil on it that he sprayed it down with, and it looks like it's still trying to dry. Doesn't matter, I'm going to strip it anyway. But this is a Wagner Ware, and it says 11 1/4 inch skillet griddle, made in the USA. So this is probably made in the early 60s before Wagner ceased business operations. Made in the USA says it was made after 1960 or later, because they were required to put the stampings of the country were made on it. and it's got no cracks. Looks like the surface is relatively smooth. It's dirty. I'm going to go ahead and strip it. This one here, I like it because this is the largest one you can get. Now they have the Wagnerware Sydney O. That's just the timer in my oven. I'm seasoning some more skillets right now and just heat it up to 200 degrees for my first round. But anyways, Wagnerware Sydney O would put on here, and then they would put a model number down here. This just has an A on it for whoever poured the mold on this one. But I like this one because it has an assist handle, which is what the modern Lodge actually does not have. But it has the assist handle to hold it. It does not spin. It does move a little bit more than I would like to see, but I've cooked on these. This is really for my own use. I paid I think I paid like $45 for it. These are hard to come by. You don't see these too often. They are definitely smaller than what I have. What I have now fits right inside of it. You can see there the difference. You can this is a modern Lodge. I had to wire wheel it to get it smooth, and it was really, really rough. It's okay. I'm just not a fan of it. I wanted something a little bit bigger, and this one fits the bill perfectly, and it sits flat on there's a slight wobble, but it's not going to impede cooking in the slightest, and I got this for me. A lot of them are number 8s, which are going to make them about 10 inches. You see a lot of them that are 10 inches. There is a Wagnerware number 9. Sydney O, that's 10 inch. They're a little bit smaller than what I wanted. They're also larger. The larger they go, the more expensive they get. And they have a Griswold. I think there's a Griswold 11, I believe, or a 12. It's really up there in the hundreds, or low hundreds. So anyway, you know how to shop. You know what to look for. Look for if it sits flat, no warps, no cracks, no pitting. This one's going to have a smooth surface. This one's going to clean up really nice. I will show you what it looks like when I'm done. So anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a comment or question below, and give a thumb up and subscribe if you haven't already, and go make it a great day.